Johnny boy, it's the first ever fucking episode.
I know, scary, isn't it? He said
it's been a long time coming.
It has. It's like fucking Father Christmas, isn't it? He gets to come once a year, and that's down the chimney into some poor fucking girl's stocking.
We've been talking about doing this for this particular podcast. This particular one, I'd say half a year, but a podcast in general, a good year.
Easily, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I actually spoke to some geezer early, probably before the COVID shit kicked off. But he turned out a bit of a wanker, so I didn't bother going with him.
Yeah,
if you remember, he quoted his one price and then upped it, which pissed me off. No end. I don't like that.
Didn't he up it by like 400%?
I can't remember now, but I don't mind paying a premium. But when you give me a price, that's the price you give me. You know, you don't fucking increase it because you think, oh, that was easy. Let's squeeze some more out of him. I fucking hate people who try and rip me off.
We've already slipped straight into talking about pricing because I'm going to say, and then we found a unicorn, the podcast editor, who is a man of his word. He's been relentless with following up with us to get this podcast going for the last 2.5 months, literally pestering Holly constantly.
Yeah,
and
there he is.
I've looked, he'll be uploading this, editing
it. What's his
name?
Marvin.
Hello, Marvin.
Well, the thing is, I mean, firms, businesses, they just don't appreciate. I mean, I'm not one. I will bend over backwards for clients when they're paying me. But what people don't seem to understand is how important it is to treat people right. I mean, people will say to me, well, you won't work for free and you won't do shit. You won't help people. No, I won't. Not if it's for free. But once you're on the inside, I treat people like fucking royalty. I mean, I've just been dealing with my local fucking telecoms provider. Get this right. I've been living in Ireland for 13.5 years, 14 years in June. And the first thing we did was get a fucking phone fitted. And in fact, we had the phone put in before we even fucking moved in. So I've had the phone. I'm going to be living here. I cancelled my broadband with them back in 2015. Even that was difficult because they said, oh, we won't do it over the phone. You've got to write to us. So I wrote to them. And because I don't look at the bills, Sarah just pays them. And she didn't realise I'd done this. We didn't pick up that they were still charging me. It's like 25 quid a month, that's all, euro. I realised at Christmas they were still fucking charging me.
For how many years?
Well, depending when in 2015 it was, it could be as few as 4, it could be as many as 5. Okay. So between 4 and 5 years. So I rang up yesterday, or I rang up the day before, they couldn't deal with my query because their system was down, which isn't fucking encouraging, is it? So they rang me back yesterday and she says, so yeah, you cancelled in 2015, but we don't process, or we don't allow charge disputes going back more than 6 months. At which point I said, no, let's stop you right there. What's going to happen is this: you're going to give me a full refund for all 4 or 5 years, whatever it is. And she carried on talking over me and says, just stop talking. Then she says, you're being rude. And I thought, it really annoys when people do that. They change the narrative.
It's a fucking cop-out, isn't it?
It's not about us trying to fucking steal from you like a bunch of thieving cunts. It's, oh, you're being rude and my feelings are hurt now. So anyway, just say what you got to fucking say then, and then we'll take it from there. So basically they're offering me €707.93 when it should be nearer €1,500 or something. I can't tell exactly, because I don't know exactly when it was, and the VAT has changed.
So we're not talking much money.
No, you're looking at between €700 and €800 they're ripping me off for, which is fine because I've spent the money. It's gone. It's not like I've got to pay them. So I said, well, okay, I want to speak to your supervisor. Can't do that because I'm working from home. All right, I'll get them to call me back then. So they'll call me back. The thing is, it's in their terms and conditions, apparently, and I agree to it. Fine, but you'll probably find it's an unfair contract, certainly in the circumstances. But what they don't realise is I've been with them for 13 years, and if they haven't fucked me off, I've been with them for another 13 years. But I said to her, I'll tell you what you can do. While you're with me, not only am I want to make sure you don't charge us the broadband, I'm cancelling my whole fucking phone with you. So that's 300 quid a year. 13 years, it's 4K. So that's 4K they've lost. So for the sake of 800 quid they've fraudulently taken from me, they're now losing 4K in revenue. Plus, they will give me the rest of the money back because I should make fucking sure of it. Because this is the kind of thing that RTE, the TV stations, the newspapers and social media will fucking love getting off on, especially in the current situation, and especially as I'm autistic, and look how vulnerable I am. You know?
Yeah. Get your sunflower lanyard on.
It's endemic with businesses.
It's a lack of
It takes the
understanding
short-term
around
fucking gain.
lifetime value of a customer. They do not fucking understand it. We was talking about this just yesterday within main build, weren't we? The lack of understanding in businesses around lifetime value, and
stupid.
The minute you understand that, it changes everything.
Yeah, I mean, the person, the business owner who's most prepared to spend the most money to get a new client is the one who wins. Obviously, you've got to know your numbers, but, you know, if I know I can afford to get a new client for 5K and all my competitors, such as they are thinking, I want to do it free on social media, I'll get the best fucking clients and I win every fucking time. Obviously, I need to know I can afford to pay the 5K, different conversation. That then comes back into premium pricing, but it's not fucking rocket science. But these stupid fucking angular retentive pieces of fucking shit try and stiff me for €800 that I've already paid and don't really care about, not realizing it's costing them $4,000 plus all the fucking bad publicity they're going to get from it.
So,
and to me, that €800 lost is actually €800 worth investing in the fodder it's now given me for this podcast, for emails, for social media posts, for rants, for raves, and just to fucking laugh, you know? Money well spent. As they say,
nothing bad ever happens to an email marketer.
Exactly. Fucking
so, to put it into simple terms, they're fraudulently taken about £800. They've
taken about 1,500 and they're going to give me half of it back.
Oh, so they've fraudulently taken 1,500.
Yeah,
they're trying to shaft you out of 800 odd euro.
Yeah, about half of it. They've offered me 707 back and they took about 1,500, yeah. So
and the fallout of all of this is they've lost a long-term customer who's cancelled their phone contract.
All my goodwill.
Which is 4K. And again, if I don't want to go too deep into the topic, but if they understood lifetime value of the customer, they also understood the value of referrals. That I have no doubt you've probably told anybody, because quite a few people have moved over to Ireland because of you. You referred them. Yeah.
Aircon. Don't go to Aircon, yeah. They're a bunch of thinking bastards.
That's the difference now.
Hang on, Mrs. EBG is coming in. Perfect timing. Hi, Mrs. EBG. You're now on podcast. Say hello to everyone.
Hello.
I'm having a dog delivered. Doris.
Okay.
Right.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
That was Mrs. EBG delivering my dog. Doris, come here. Doris. Say hello to the world.
That's how these big businesses just fuck you, isn't it?
Oh God, this dog is really stupid. They say collies are intelligent, don't they? This one isn't.
They're meant to. Well, they also say dogs are like their owners, so that reflects badly on you, mate.
There you go.
There we go.
Doris. Do you know why we called her Doris?
Nope.
Well, her son was called Charlie, right? And Sarah's dad was called Charlie, and his mum was Doris. So Charlie's Doris's son. So Charlie's mother must be Doris. So the puppy Charlie must have a mother called Doris. That's why we called her Doris. She was called Shep, of all things.
Shep.
Yeah, only imagine your fucking name for a collie, eh? We could all call it Shep.
What's your opinion on like giving dogs really boring human names like Ben?
I think Ben in particular is really fucking boring and tedious. But I mean, some mundane human names like Barry or George.
Oh, they're hilarious though.
Hilarious. Dave the dog.
Yeah, if you've got an English bulldog, just call it Dave.
A mate of mine had a friend. He had a cat and a dog, and they were called Sifa and Deefa. C for cat, D for dog.
Oh, fuck's sake.
It's like, not making it up. Sifa and Deefa.
That's ridiculous. I just remembered, I was meant to be putting on my nice glasses, not my work glasses. You get a giggle out of this.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, we're recording. Got to look good for the clips.
Mate, you need more than fucking glasses, mate. You look good.
There we go.
Oh, what is the fashion with these glasses? They look really fucking girly, you know.
What's girly about these?
Well, apart from the girly shape and the fucking pink tinge to the plastic.
Hang on a minute. You had perfectly circular glasses for how
Harry Potter. Hello. And now I don't wear glasses at all. I'd be fucking eye surgically done, didn't I?
You did.
So anyway, that was aircon. Fucking wankers.
Tossers. Well, talking about the lack of understanding within business and clients and whatnot, something you was talking to Vicky, another one of our clients, about recently is how guys in construction more than ever are busy fools at the moment.
Oh God, yeah. It's becoming apparent. I'm just guessing now, but I suspect they're busy because, especially the domestic market, which we serve, or we serve the ones who serve the domestic market. I'm guessing what's happening is people are not spending so much money on travel, going out, holidays. Even us, we fill up with diesel, and it lasts us like 12 weeks now, whereas before we were filling up once a week. That's €50 a tank. That's a lot of money we're saving. So I think what people are doing, and again, it's a bit like retail therapy. They're having stuff done to them, and I bet it's nearly always driven by the women, because these things are kitchens, bathrooms, possibly extensions, renovations, doing shit. Maybe a workshop for the guy, maybe a home office, even that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So these contractors are really these tradesmen. They're really fucking busy, but they're not actually making any money. And I see it all the time. The true story, about a year or two, probably 2 years ago, before you and I started working together, I spoke to a lady. She was a photographer. A bloke was a plumber. Now, how you can not make money as a fucking plumber, I really don't know. Look what Zach's doing. Fucking hell. Zach's
Jesus
killing
Christ.
it.
Yeah.
And he was telling me he was working. He was doing 16-hour days. She was doing 12-hour days in a photography studio. They were making no money. And get this, her big fear was they were going to have to move back to her mother's.
God.
And they were both working like fucking crazy, right? Now, it wouldn't have taken much for him to increase his prices, get better clients, or her. She still declined to pay me the $6,000 it was for that program at the time, because she thought she could do it herself. And I bet if I Googled her to look for her, she wouldn't be, But this is it. Contractors, what they're doing is they're so busy. They're making two mistakes. They're really, really busy. So they think, great, loads of work, loads of turnover, fucking great. Well, that's not how it works. And the second thing is they're so busy. It's like running down a hill. Remember when you were a kid? It's like running down a hill. And you think this is great. And you think, I want to stop. And you think, I can't stop. How do I stop without falling over or breaking something? Well, you have to keep running until you get to the bottom and things level out, or you hit a tree, which is what I actually did in France once, which was really fucking bad. I lay there and I'm going, and someone above me saying, do you think he's got brain damage?
If he didn't before,
no
he does now.
Shit. yeah, fucking autistic. So they're like running down this fucking hill in their businesses. They don't have the time to stop and increase their prices, get better clients. Even the Business Accelerator thing in the Facebook group, 5 videos, 5 minutes each, 25 minutes of videos and some PDFs. You could do it in a day. That itself could revolutionize your business. Looking at the clients you want, how much you want to charge, what you're selling, what problems you solve. But they just don't take the time to do it. They don't want to do it. We even had one of our guys, didn't we?
Yeah.
And our guys say, I'm going to leave. I ain't got time to do this. And he had a chat with me and realised that was the stupidest thing he could ever possibly do. Because I said to him, the problem you came to us with hasn't gone away, has it? No, I haven't had time to address it. Well, what makes you think you're going to address it if you leave? And he's a very happy camper now. Even I could see the relief in his face as he realised he backed himself into a corner and couldn't see his way out of it. I guess ironically, in decorating terms, he painted himself into the corner, and I offered him a fucking bridge over it.
Yeah, he was a lot happier yesterday, wasn't he, when we was doing the betting table training with the guys in main build. He's now set up for the next 6 weeks.
So what?
He's now set up for the next 6 weeks, clear of moving.
Yeah.
He's got another call booked in with us.
I told him I want his bullet points on Sunday, and every day next week we'll speak to him if necessary. We do it once a week, twice a week, every fucking day until he's sorted. Now, this is the thing most subcontractors are facing right now. We have the other guy who wants to chat to us because he says everyone's trying to knock down on price. There's no end to the amount of work out there. And if anyone's listening to this, you want to get more clients, here's a dead easy way to do it. Just keep dropping your prices until you're the cheapest person out there. Good luck with that. I see people say, we won't be beaten on price. You fucking moron. You are bending over a table saying, please fuck me hard. Make sure it hurts. No lube, just hurt me. That's what you're doing.
Do you really think any of these subcontractors go out into the world of business? They set up their own, organization, their own company, and they have dreams of becoming, the sports direct of the world of construction. It's the Lidl or the Audi. Do they really have their life aspirations set on being the cheapest cunt out there that is looked down upon for shitty, unvalued grunt work?
I think there's this disparity, this cognitive dissonance between what they would like to do. And there's no disgrace here. I mean, most guys probably don't want a massive empire. They want to make a good living for themselves and their families. That's pretty much all I want to do, to be fair. I'm not one of these marketing guys who wants to live in a fucking massive house in California with a tennis court.
They're gross anyway.
I play tennis and I can't swim, So what point would it be? And a Lamborghini around here, have you seen the roads? I'll fucking have a Land Rover, thank you. But seriously, they just want a good, steady income for themselves and their family, and that's fucking fine. What they don't want is 16-hour days moving with a fucking mother-in-law. But then on the other hand, they've got this strange thing that price is so important, even though price isn't the main thing for them, and money isn't the main thing for them, as proven by the fact they're not greedy and want everything. They themselves will say, money's not everything, but they think their clients won't say that. That's fucking crazy. So no, I don't think they go into business thinking, I want to be working hard for little reward and have shitty clients who disrespect me. I don't think they do that, especially when they've been working as apprentices for years and they've got a real trade. Well, you've seen some of the shit these guys can do.
Yeah, it's
brilliant.
Crazy.
It's fucking fabulous. You see them fucking laying bricks, and me trying to lay a brick. I mean, you don't want me anywhere near power tools. I'm telling you that. One of the things about Asperger's is we tend to be very clumsy. And
you are fucking clumsy.
Inept. I'm clumsy. I'm inept. I'm covered in bruises all the time. And if I was a woman, they'd be thinking I was being beaten up by my bloke. Maybe I've got an abusive wife.
I've got a story about this actually. Quickly, I'm sorry, I just got to stop.
No, carry on.
So, Tamsin came home from work the other day. Massive fucking black eye. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, are you all right? It was one of those proper shiners. And I was joking, you don't have to put any eyeshadow on both eyes now. You just have to match the colour of your bruise every day to your other eyelid. Anyway, and I was like, how did you do that? Thinking, I don't know, one of the kids had headbutted her because she's a primary school teacher. But it turns out she was taking down her Christmas tree and it just fell and just whacked her straight in the fucking eye. And it had a big cut. It was quite a deep cut as well. Her whole eye was black. It looked horrific. So later that evening, we needed to go to the shops. So we went to Big Tesco, and it's in Havant, which is a bit of a questionable area. Some parts of it are nice, some parts are rough as anything. So it's not it's not surprising.
The most salubrious area.
Yeah, it's not surprising to see women walking around Big Tesco with black eyes because they've been beaten by their husbands. And we keep getting looks, and obviously got masks on, so your eyes are the only thing you can see. And everyone's just sort of doing double takes. It's like, is this long-haired prick beating that fucking lovely young blonde lady? Is that little weeb?
Only if she doesn't fetch you a beer or a sandwich,
Yeah. So we're at the checkout, and we're checking out separately because my shit was really fucking expensive. And I was like, let me pay for you. And she's like, new job. Oh no, I'm an independent woman. I'll pay for myself, whatever. So we're checking out separately, which again makes it look like even worse. Well, my money's my money. Yeah. You pay for your own shit. And the lady at the tills just looked at me and just looked away and sort of shook her head and looked down and just carried on scanning my shit. I was like, everyone is looking at me with the most disgusting looks and treating me as if I've beaten the shit out of her.
You should be in therapy, mate, for doing that to your lovely girlfriend. We went to B&B a few years back, and the woman there, the bloke, is about 6 foot. He was hugely fat. He was about 6'2" or something. Ex-river policeman in the UK, moved to Ireland, piece of shit. His fucking wife had got bruises on her hand, and they were clearly fingerprints. And she kind of latched onto Sarah and gave Sarah a number, and as soon as I realised what it was, I just blanked this guy, because I said to Sarah, I don't trust myself to speak to him. I hate men who hit women. And I'm just as like to say to him, why don't you want to fucking grab hold of someone and start abusing him? Why don't you try it with me, man? Yeah. Pick on someone who's not quite your own size, but someone who's going to fight back. I fucking loathe men who do that with women. So you, pal, you're a disgrace.
But the thing is, if I said the reason my girlfriend has,
I know, no one would believe it.
Christmas tree, no one would fucking believe it.
Tree. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah. Someone even asked her at work, "Are you all right? Did you fall down the stairs?" For fuck's sake, we all know what the falling down the stairs means. It's just cover. No, a fucking Christmas tree fell on her.
It's tragic, though, isn't it? It's tragic, and I think what is sad, you know, what might be sad, I think, is people won't feel they can't say something to you as well. I mean, I know there's nothing in it, I know, but you'd think we'd live in a society where someone would say, "You all right, love?" This
cowardice, though, isn't it?
Hey,
it's cowardice, isn't it?
It is, but it's also pointless, because when I was a bouncer, on more than one occasion, we've stopped, and I've personally done it. So I know this isn't just hearsay. I've personally stopped guys from knocking their missus around, you know. And the woman has gone for me and says, "Oh, leave him alone. He loves me, really." Oh, for fuck's sake. Right? And you just throw him out. Take it outside. Do what you fucking like to her. Take it outside. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
You know? So when people do that, what do you do? I mean, this isn't victim blaming by any means, but if they behave like that, what can you do? You can't make them accept help. You can't make anyone accept help. Anyway, that's the reality of it. Speaking of which,
what's two more things, and then we can actually get back to the original fucking topic. What's it called when people fall in love and Stockholm? Yeah, it's like that. And yeah, that's just remarkable. Is insane reading into that.
I mean, I've told my kids, my girls, if they're ever with a bloke who knocks them around and I hear about it, there won't be anywhere in this world. There'll be a shallow grave somewhere with his body, and I will not tolerate it. And none of this, dad don't get involved business either. And if I'm too old to do it myself, I'll fucking pay someone else to do it. Nobody's going to lay a hand. No one's going to lay a hand on my kids without their consent. So is my wife. I wouldn't dream of lifting a hand to her in anger. Not unless you get me a beer or a sandwich or something, you know.
What's worse, kiddie fiddlers or domestic abusers?
Oh, kiddie fiddlers.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's defiling them of their innocence.
Well, also, they have no opportunity to do anything about it, whereas at least
true.
A woman, an adult, does, even though she's in a... I mean, they're both fucking scum, don't get me wrong. I'd have them both lined up against the wall and shot, but...
Combine the two. Domestic abuse and kiddie fiddler. Anyway, we've ended up in paedophiles and kiddie fiddlers from busy fools in construction. That's
quite a big difference, I hope.
Yeah, I fucking hope so. So I just want to get back to the point. So at the moment, busy fools, people think the only thing they can do is lowering their prices, despite there being so much fucking work out there. And they're like, use the running down the hill analogy. They just want to keep it going. And because they don't want to stop, because they're scared of stopping, because they know they'll hit their faces and they'll fall down. And you said the best way to keep getting work is to keep dropping your prices, but good luck to you. But we both know there's a better way.
Absolutely. Definitely.
And what do we call it, Johnny boy?
Premium pricing, premium positioning.
And seamless promotion.
Yeah, I mean, the easiest thing to do is just to raise your profit. First is to set some rules, one of which is how little you will work for, meaning you have a threshold. You know, I insist on making, I don't know, 10K or a percentage profit on all my work. And any job that comes in less than that, I won't do it. Make that rule, it will fucking simplify your life. You know? The thing about rules is people find them constraining, but they're actually not. They're liberating. Because here's why. If you don't have rules, every time you're confronted with a situation, you have to make up new ones. You have to decide somehow. So that takes work. Well, that's constraining, because that time you spend making that decision could be better spent doing something else. If you have rules and it doesn't fit, if the square peg doesn't fit in the round hole, the peg goes out the window. You look for round pegs.
It's also dependent on your emotions that day when you're faced with
absolutely. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. The day you wake up and you've got a bill outstanding to pay, and you get some shitty work in, you got these two things. I need the money. Here's some work. Got to do it. If you've got rules, doesn't matter how much I owe, I'm not doing it.
Especially when the wife's in the ear.
Hey.
Especially when your wife's in your ear.
We've got to pay the lecky bill.
you best go fucking hang some doors or whatever.
Which is probably going to be worse now if people are stuck at home, though I suppose contractors are out there. I mean, over here, I think they're stuck at home at the moment, the subcontractors. Construction's been shut down here until the end of the month.
Oh,
but
really?
now in the UK, you're allowed to get on with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a shit show. The whole world is a bit of a shit show, isn't it?
Oh, duh. Such a shit show.
Fucking we couldn't possibly. Right now, I mean, we're recording this just after Donald Trump has excelled himself in the fucking child with the crayon stakes.
Oh my God.
How did that happen? I mean, I saw it coming. I said to Sarah, we're walking that morning, I said, there'll be an armed protest about this tonight, I tell you. And guess what? There was an armed protest about that. And the thing is, the police didn't seem to fucking do anything.
Have you seen the videos? They opened the gates.
It was Pence who called in the National Guard. And then that woman got shot. And there was a video of a woman who got maced in the face, and she's complaining about it. You're storming a government building with armed protesters and you've been maced and you're complaining? She said, it's a revolution. People get hurt in revolutions. That's kind of what revolutions are about, really. Forcibly changing the regime. Hello. But Trump himself, I mean, let's be clear about this. I'm not a supporter of any politicians. I'm a libertarian. Left and right is the same shit, different arseholes. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. And I did think at the beginning of Trump's term he might prove to be better than he thought, because I don't think he's stupid.
No, I don't.
You don't get where he is by being stupid. But he's got something wrong with him, and part of that is the perception of reality, because he's had more than 50 or 60 lawsuits thrown out through lack of evidence and other things, probably some out because of the wrong procedure. He's claiming over and over again he had the election stolen from him, but no one's shown any evidence, and all the evidence suggests that no, Donald, it was actually performed correctly. You lost because people think you're a douchebag. And he won't accept. He's like the child with the crayons. He's been caught drawing on the fucking brand new decorated wall by his parents with a green crayon. They've walked in and caught him and he's throwing the crayon. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. It was the dog. It's that level of refusing to accept reality. You were seen doing it. No, it wasn't. Didn't. La, I'm not listening. He's fucking insane.
Also, America spends more money on defense. They spend more percentage of their capita on defense. So even to break it into percentage terms, they spend more money on fucking defense, policing, military than any other country. And these fucking idiots is the only way to describe them. Not because they've decided to storm the fucking Capitol, just because I know they're fucking intellectually inferior. They have managed to storm the Capitol. There's some cunt with a Viking helmet, 2 raccoons on his shoulders. He's topless.
If that doesn't sum up 2020, I don't know what does.
There's another cunt with hair as longer than mine, which is hard to believe, I know, at the moment. He's wearing some shit beanie. He's got the smuggest grin on his face, and he's stolen the podium, and he's posing for the camera. Like, there's also security guards, John, taking selfies with these.
Yeah, I heard about this.
I've seen the videos. They're taking selfies. It's really confusing, the videos I'm seeing. I'm seeing videos of the police literally opening the gates to the Capitol, and they're allowed to walk and march straight up. I'm then seeing security guards taking selfies and just standing there and letting them have their way, which fucking is incredible after looking at I don't want to get into the topic of BLM, but after the BLM protests and seeing guns being pointed at young black children for just being at a protest, and then seeing selfies being taken.
Here, isn't there? There's a definite, it's skewed one way. It's fucking tragic.
And there's this. Actually. It is disgusting, but there's this one photo which is hilarious, and I must send it to you. So, despite seeing these videos of the gates being opened and the selfies being taken, there's this photo. He's a black police officer, and he's clearly sick of this shit. He's got his mace out, and there's some guy like trying to run at him or something. He's looked at him. He's got his mace, he's looked the other way, and he's just sprayed it in his face whilst he's looking for his next fucking victim.
Excellent.
It's just this brilliant photo. It's so fucking funny because this guy's he's like, and the black
one woman got shot, didn't she? She's an Air Force veteran. She got shot and she died.
Really?
Yeah, she was trying to break through, and she broke in the glass, and one of the security guys shot her. I don't know what's going to happen about that, but it's tragic. But what did she expect? Those people in that building would have been in fear of their lives. Shooting was probably justified, I'd guess. I wasn't there.
Of course it is.
But, I'd have been inclined.
It's no different to trespassing, is it?
I don't have a gun in my office, but I've got this, my fucking pickaxe handle.
Yeah, let's not incriminate yourself, John.
Anybody coming through my French doors without an invitation is going to find that wrapped around their fucking head. You know, you don't fuck about.
In Washington.
Excuse me, my door has just opened.
There we go. Someone coming in.
Yeah, that was spooky.
Get the pickaxe handle. They're challenging you.
Ooh, ghosts.
But I'd imagine Washington is a I don't know what the word is, but a home self-defense state. I'd imagine it is.
I don't think so. I think DC's got very strict rules on gun ownership. I don't know. Thing is, I mean, Trump is refusing to accept reality, but I mean, business owners do it too, especially with their profits and stuff. You know,
the refusal to look at numbers. Yeah,
refusal to look at numbers, refusal to accept. I mean, 80-20 is a really good example. I mean, I can show people the actual numbers in a spreadsheet. 80-20 means 20% of your fucking products and services and clients are worth 8% of your money. And if you focus on that kind of people and those products and those services, you will make much more money with less work, less hassle, fewer headaches. They say, yeah, I know you're right, but why is there a but there, you fucking moron? You know, there is no but. It's like saying, well, what they're saying is, you are correct, and I'm not going to acknowledge it. I'll still carry on believing some, but it's like religion, you know. People think fucking birds are bats, and the Earth was created 6,000 years ago. Is fucking flat 5G chemtrail vaccine autism masks, you know.
There was some guy who made fucking he made £500,000 selling 5G 5G protector sunscreen type shit, and he was just selling SPF 10 sunscreen. Yeah, he was charging it for like 30 quid a bottle and buying it for like £2.
People
just slapped a new label on. But do you know what the most annoying thing is? And I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest. He's been arrested and fined massively because obviously it breaks so many rules. Yeah. But it's like, if people are that stupid.
Caveat emptor, buyer beware.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? This bit of a rant now. Here's the fucking thing. I read something the other day. I'm quite interested in mathematics and physics and that kind of thing, as you would expect, being an autistic fart.
Is this your 1 minute hate, John?
This is the 1 minute hate. That's stupid.
Okay. Do you want to frame the 1 minute hate and give it some context?
1 minute hate,
George.
Most people have heard of George Orwell. Well, in George Orwell's 1984, you had the 2 minute hate when they would stand up and rant and rave at the enemy du jour. This is my 1 minute hate about things I really hate, and this today is stupid people.
Okay. I read something. Let me start a timer. I'll count you in.
Stop me at the 1 minute mark, because otherwise I'll just carry on. Right?
Yes.
1 minute mark.
3, 2, 1.
Hate.
Your minute starts. Hate.
Right, 1 minute hate. I read recently there's a compelling argument for the possibility we may be the only intelligent life, not just in the galaxy but in the universe, because there's an improbable list of things that had to happen for us to get here. I mean, life had to start, probably quite common. Then we had to have eukaryotic cells form, then multicellular life, then nervous systems, then brains, then consciousness, which is an emergent property of the complex adaptive system of your neurons. Quite unlikely, especially all of them happening 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So we could be the only intelligent species in the fucking universe. Then look around at the kind of stupid fuckers we're dealing with and think, oh my God, this could be apex intelligence. We could be the smartest fucking species, the only intelligent species in the entire universe. And look at you. You're spending 50 quid on sunscreen to protect you from the same fucking radiation you get from the microwave oven in your kitchen. You know, that's how bad it is. I mean, average intelligence is 100 IQ. You never miss time.
It's time.
For fuck's sake. I could go on all day about these stupid people. I hate stupid people.
I know you could. We should link that. I need to resend it to you anyway. That article from the economic historian who actually broke down the numbers of stupid people, and it's actually alarming.
I don't think I dare look at it. It will upset me. One of my best friends sent it to me, who
I feel like quarter life crises are not spoke about enough. I'm pretty sure all of my friends have experienced a quarter life crisis when they just realize how fucked it is to be stepping into adulthood and realizing how stupid and idiotic the world is set up with government, the way, big corporations work, with how stupid other adults are that are actually fucking making the decisions of this planet. Pretty much all my friends that have a brain cell to rub together have had this quarter life crisis, and they've just been like, I can't believe how fucked it all is.
Yeah,
it's all down to stupid people.
I've lived the last 35 years or so. I mean, I'm 56 on Tuesday, so I've probably lived 30 odd years of it. In hindsight, having been through that, I'm thinking, fucking hell, it doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. It never will, because we're stupid as a species. Anyway, I think we're about at the end now, aren't we? We are fucking hell, well past the end. This is a long one. It's the first one.
45 minutes. We had a little discussion at the end, so it's probably around the 30-minute mark. Solid. Anyway, to you fucking listeners, have we got the URL set up for them to get to the Facebook group yet? We do not do it.
If they go to https://ottcollective.co.uk, that will take you straight to the Facebook group where you can get all the goodies we've talked about today and we'll talk about in the future.
And if you're a massive fucking spastic and can't figure that out, you can go onto Facebook and type Off the Tools Collective. Inside the group, it's the easiest way to get our help to help you grow your business. Everything we've spoke about today, all of the different problems that you guys are facing when it comes to running your construction companies, especially when you're dealing with the domestic markets, we have too many resources to count, don't we, John, within the group, and more to be uploaded that are going to help you fix your problems with low pricing, not knowing your margins on the jobs, not knowing how to win these high value, high quality customers that are a dream to work with. The 80-20 principle.
Yeah, follow our advice and you'll be attracting the best kind of clients, charging them way above market rates, and it'll all happen in the background, hands off and on autopilot. That's our promise. And it works just like fucking clockwork.
Every single one of our clients are in disbelief when they first raise their prices. They're terrified before they do it, and after they're like, Jesus Christ.
And after they love the money.
They love them. I remember, I don't want to get into it now, but one guy doing conservatories specifically put his prices up by 30% on conservatories just because he could. We helped him curate a Facebook campaign, and within 2 days, it brought in £60,000 worth of conservatory work. And because he put his prices up by 30% his profit margins were no longer 10% on the jobs. They were fucking far higher.
We got our plumber guy who won that contract with 750k with 140k profit. And I said to him, what would your profit have been before you worked with us? He said about 20k. He made 120k profit. That's paid for his members of the group for fucking years, probably his lifetime.
Yeah, if he leaves, we're shooting him.
Yeah.
Anyway, go join the fucking Facebook group. We'll be uploading more shit around the podcast as well, probably some behind the scenes stuff as well in future. It's where all the resources are to fix all the problems we've spoke about today. And as I said before, it's the easiest way to get our help. Anything else left to say, Johnny boy?
No, in the meantime, stay safe, stay inside, wash your hands, don't listen to fucking stupid people, and do not shit on your fingers. See you later. Ta-ra.